Whenever Christopher Nolan makes a film, speculation abounds.
There are people in the future who need us. I need Tenet.
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 craziest fan theories about Tenet. For this list, we're looking at the various theories out there on the internet, attempting to predict the plot of Christopher Nolan's Tenet. There are a lot of theories, ranging from too simple for the infamously elaborate filmmaker to downright absurd. So come along as we look at the most outlandish ones. Number 10. Denzel Washington is a secret cast member. As is often the case with Christopher Nolan movies, Tenet features an impressive ensemble cast. But John David Washington gets top billing as the film's leading man.
You feel the love now, Ricky?
Absolutely, Coach Payton.
Best known for his work on HBO's Ballers and his Golden Globe-nominated performance in BlacKkKlansman, Washington seems poised to become one of Hollywood's most sought-after stars.
You are just the kind of guy that we are looking for. Listen, when can you meet?
How about Friday night after I get off work?
That's a deal, buddy boy. We'll get right back to you with the details. Take care now.
God bless white America.
As Reddit user Pyro the Rebel suggests, however, filmmaker Christopher Nolan could be looking to not only use John David Washington in the film, but his famous father Denzel Washington as well.
King Kong ain't got shit on me!
The latter could play the protagonist's father, or even an older version of him, which would certainly fit with the time-related themes. It wouldn't be the first time Nolan snuck a big-name star into one of his movies. Number 9. It's all set in Fortnite. We promised you crazy, and we aim to deliver. In an interesting bit of marketing, one of the trailers for Tenet debuted within the massively popular video game Fortnite. Nolan is famously a champion of seeing films on the big screen, but with theaters closed in May of 2020, Nolan opted to have the then newest trailer play at the outdoor theater on the in-game Party Royale island. And you know what? The end result is pretty cool. Over at shortlist.com, however, they're theorizing that there's more to the move than meets the eye, and that the entire film is, quote, just another chapter in the Fortnite saga. The theory is likely meant as simply a joke, but hey, Christopher Inception Nolan is always operating on different levels, right?
I am impressed.
Your condescension, as always, is much appreciated, Arthur. Thank you.
Number 8. Angels versus demons. The word tenet means a strong belief or fundamental principle, and is usually used in reference to a philosophy or other ideology. And it's clear from the trailers that the stakes are incredibly high in this film.
I'm not saying Armageddon here.
No. Something what?
But what, we ask, could be worse than Armageddon, as Clémence Poésy's character suggests? Well, what if Tenet isn't just a cool code word, but rather a nod to religious mythology? In the trailer, Martin Donovan's character welcomes the protagonist to the afterlife.
Welcome to the afterlife.
We assumed he meant metaphorically, but what if he didn't? A literal battle between angels and demons, or maybe even the devil himself, for the fate of heaven, earth, and hell is Armageddon. But the devil is literally in the details. Far-fetched? Maybe. Number 7. Aliens. After entertaining the idea that this film could be about angels and demons, we really only left ourselves with one place to go next. Reddit user Scorpion0511 doesn't dive too deep when outlining their extraterrestrial theory for this film, instead making a series of associative leaps. Based on the plot elements in the film's title, the post highlights religion, quantum mechanics, and foreboding premonitions of a catastrophic future as the key pillars of the story.
But until we feel that heat, we can never know.
The conclusion? When you bring these three elements together, at least according to Scorpion0511, all signs point to an alien invasion. Or, more specifically, quote, someone summoning ancient aliens.
Extraterrestrial life. You're right, Jerry. The people are gonna love it.
If this somehow turns out to be the case, Scorpion0511 might become a Reddit legend. Number 6. Wizards.
You shall not pass!
You know what? We were wrong. An alien invasion wasn't the only place we had left to go. This is weirder. Christopher Nolan's films, more often than not, usually fall under the category of science fiction. Hell, even when he made a film about feuding magicians, everything still boiled down to sci-fi.
What you're about to witness is not magic. It is purely science.
The filmmaker's track record be damned, however. It has been posited that Nolan could be throwing a curveball at us by using technology in the trailers to mislead audiences, and that the time inversions we're seeing take place on screen are actually magic. According to this theory, Kenneth Branagh is an evil wizard, and the characters played by John David Washington and Robert Pattinson are members of a good wizard group attempting to stop his nefarious magical plot.
He's serious.
Number 5. The whole film is set in the afterlife. As we've seen, if there's one line in the trailers that fans cannot help but fixate on, it's this one.
Welcome to the afterlife.
In the trailers, we see the protagonist being force-fed a pill in a train yard. He then collapses before waking up in a hospital bed. Given that he passed the test, we assume this afterlife is a metaphorical one. A new life as a member of the secretive Tenet organization. But what if John David Washington literally died and is actually being tasked with this mission in the afterlife?
I have to start looking at the world in a new way.
Being an undead operative could come with the ability to navigate time in reverse, or the action could be occurring in some odd, not-so-paradise-like afterlife where the laws of time and space work differently.
What'll happen here?
Hasn't happened yet.
Number 4. It's all a computer simulation.
Seems bold.
Bold, I'm fine with. I thought you were gonna say nuts.
For Nolan's sake, we really hope this isn't the case. Because this concept has already been explored, and iconically so, by the Wachowskis with their 1999 masterpiece, The Matrix.
No. I don't believe it. It's not possible.
And if Nolan chooses to retread this conceptual territory, we would hope that he would avoid so much overlap with the aforementioned franchise, specifically the car chase. With all that being said, here's what this particular theory suggests. The Tenet organization uses advanced simulation technology to recreate crime scenes and major events. Within this interactive space, their agents are able to get to the bottom of the plot, and, theoretically, stop it before it reaches its conclusion in the future. So basically, it's derivative of the Matrix and source code. We hope not.
No.
Number 3. John David Washington is a claims adjuster. This might not be our top entry, but it's certainly a favorite.
It'll open the right doors, some of the wrong ones too.
It's just so delightfully silly. Sadly, the Reddit user who posted this theory has since deleted their account, but our hats are off to you, you mystery genius.
That test you passed? Not everybody does.
According to this theory, John David Washington's protagonist isn't a secret agent. He's a claims adjuster working for a top-secret spy agency. As the Reddit user describes it, the character, quote, arrives at the scene, works backwards to assess the damage, files his report, and goes home at the end of the day. And that's it. He's just a numbers guy. John David Washington actually responded to this particular theory, and jokingly deemed it to be the truth.
Yo. Warner Brothers might get mad at this and they'll have to approve it, but I'll go ahead and say then Tenet is about a claims adjuster.
Number 2. The entire film works as a palindrome.
All I have for you is a word. Tenet.
The word tenet is a palindrome. For those who are unfamiliar with this term, a palindrome is a word, phrase, or sequence of numbers that reads the same both forwards and backwards. Other examples include kayak, reviver, and the sentence murder for a jar of red rum. But since this film seems to involve certain events playing out in reverse, Reddit user Deeptanshu Sinha has suggested that the film's narrative structure will be a palindrome that ends and begins in the same place. Nolan has been toying with experimental narrative structures as far back as Memento, so as massive of an undertaking as it would be to make a film that functions as a palindrome, this theory feels both crazy and strangely plausible.
You don't want the truth. You make up your own truth.
Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions. The global conflict is centered around a device to manipulate time.
We're trying to prevent World War III.
I'm not saying Armageddon here.
Characters jump forward in time by a certain interval and then live it out backwards.
Time travel.
No.
The protagonist starts World War III and goes back to unwittingly stop himself.
To do what I do, I need some idea of the threat we face.
The entire plot is the death hallucination of the protagonist. The movie starts in the middle of 2 timelines and plays out in both directions.
Don't try to understand it. Feel it.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. It's a sequel to Inception. We know. How does the most popular and widely circulated fan theory claim the top spot on our craziest list? Especially up against the likes of aliens and wizards? Simple, because this is Christopher Nolan we're talking about. His movies often involve jaw-dropping twists and elaborate reveals, but they're generally contained within the movie.
It's reversing the flow of time. Doesn't us being here now mean it never happened?
Yet because of the reality-warping nature of the trailers and the themes of espionage, fans can't help but speculate that it will either be directly linked to the events of Inception, or at least be set within the same universe. But wait, there's more. Some have gone so far as to speculate that Robert Pattinson and Clémence Poésy are playing adult versions of Cobb's children. Only time will tell.
That part is a little dramatic.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.